Once, in a small town, there was an old house at the end of a dark, lonely road. Everyone said it was haunted, but no one knew for sure. The house had been empty for years, its windows broken and its doors creaking in the wind. People stayed away, afraid of what might be inside. One night, 4 friends, Jake, Sarah, Tom, and Lily, decided to explore the house. They were curious and wanted to prove that the stories were just silly rumors. "It's just an old house," Jake said confidently, trying to hide his fear. "Nothing scary in there." They arrived at the house just as the sun was setting. The air was cold, and the wind howled through the trees. The door creaked loudly as they pushed it open. Inside, the house was dark and dusty. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and the floorboards groaned under their feet. Suddenly they heard a strange noise. It was a soft, whispering sound that seemed to come from nowhere. The friends looked at each other, their hearts pounding. "Did you hear that?" Sarah asked, her voice trembling. "Probably just the wind," Tom replied, but he didn't sound so sure. They moved deeper into the house, exploring each room. The house was bigger than they thought, with long, dark hallways that seemed to stretch on forever. As they walked, the whispering grew louder. It was no longer just a sound, it was voices whispering their names. Lily was the first to feel it, the cold touch on her shoulder. She screamed and turned around, but no one was there. The others rushed to her side, but the whispers only grew louder, more menacing. The walls seemed to close in on them, and the air became thick with fear. "Let's get out of here," Jake shouted, but when they turned to leave, the door was gone. The house had changed, trapping them inside. Panic set in. They ran from room to room, trying to find a way out, but every door led them deeper into the house. The whispers became screams, and shadows moved in the corners of their eyes. Finally, they found themselves in the basement. It was damp and cold, with only a single light bulb flickering above. In the corner, they saw a figure, a woman, her face hidden by long, dark hair. "Who are you?" Sarah asked, her voice shaking. The woman slowly lifted her head, revealing hollow eyes. "You should not have come here," she whispered. "This house was forgotten for a reason." The friends backed away, but it was too late. The shadows closed in around them, and the last thing they heard was the sound of their own screams, echoing through the darkness. The next day, the house stood silent and empty, just as it always had. The friends were never seen again, and the town spoke of them in hushed tones, adding their names to the list of those who had disappeared in the forgotten house. And so, the house remains, waiting for the next group of curious souls to wander inside, never to return. To our channel and click the bell icon for more easy-to-understand stories that will help you learn English.